The postseason, win or go home. As the pressure is raised, memories are created, both good and bad. For the past 15 years, the Patriots left their imprint on the postseason.
It's good! The Patriots are Super Bowl champions!
Back-to-back, the Patriots are world champions again.
Wilson is in the shotgun formation. Quick throw. It's intercepted. Malcolm Butler intercepted Russell Wilson.
The Chiefs are the NFL's hottest team, winners of 11 straight. They started their playoffs in memorable fashion.
Kyle Davis, a 106-yard kickoff return. Touchdown, Kansas City!
It's the NFL playoffs. The Chiefs and the Patriots looking to create their magical moments as they head towards Super Bowl 50.
On the road to Super Bowl 50, we join you today from Foxborough, the home of the defending champion, New England Patriots. Today, it's the divisional round as the Patriots meet the hottest team in the league, the Kansas City Chiefs. The winner advances to the AFC Championship game and will take on the survivor of the Pittsburgh-Denver matchup. We'll have that one for you tomorrow right here on CBS. And welcome to the broadcast booth, everybody. Ian Eagle along with Hall of Famer Dan Fouts, Evan Washburn down on the sidelines, and rules expert Mike Carey joining us here in the booth. This is one of the great weekends of the sports year. 4 divisional games. We get you started here at Gillette with the Chiefs and the Patriots. This Kansas City run has been extraordinary, Dan. They were basically written off at 1-5, and here they are now with a chance to go to the AFC Championship game.
Well, when you examine that 1-5 record, you'll see that the Chiefs faced 4 playoff teams in that span. And then they faced 6 playoff teams in the first half of the season. They took advantage of a soft second half of the season schedule to run off 11 straight wins. But make no mistake about it, the Chiefs are the last team anybody wanted to face in the playoffs. Andy Reid's a proven winner, and in making the trade for Alex Smith 3 years ago, he guaranteed he'd have the perfect quarterback for his West Coast offense. Smart, athletic, and the unquestioned leader of the hottest team in the NFL.
Injury concern for the wide receiver Jeremy Maclin. High ankle sprain last week in the victory over Houston. He is active, but how effective he will be remains to be seen. All right, the New England Patriots. We know the saying, you want to be the best, you got to go out and beat the best. The Patriots have been the best. They're the defending champions, and they still exude that sense of confidence, Tom Brady and company, that they can do it again.
Well, they're finally healthy as much as they've been in months, and they're primed for another Super Bowl run. They have the quarterback in Tom Brady to lead an offense that is as close to whole as they were at the start of the season. And the coach in Bill Belichick to see if he can improve on his remarkable home playoff record of 14-1.
Well, you mentioned the health. Edelman is back. Gronkowski is in. Amendola in as well for New England. It's the first playoff meeting between the Chiefs and the Patriots. New England is trying to get to the AFC Championship for the 5th consecutive year. Kansas City for the first time in 22 years. The kickoff is next. The NFL on CBS. This time of year in New England, there's always the chance for nasty weather. Not the case today. 37 degrees right now. The wind is not a factor. Today's game is being broadcast in Spanish, where available, using the SAP button on your television. Julian Edelman has not played since November the 15th with a broken bone in his left foot. Jeremy Maclin, last week it looked like a serious injury. Speculation that it was a torn ACL. High ankle sprain. He's in uniform, active today. Rob Gronkowski dealing with a knee injury, and then late in the week, back injury popped up on the injury report. Kansas City has won the toss. They've deferred. So the Chiefs will kick it off. Divisional playoff action in the NFL. We're underway from Foxborough. Deep kick from Santos. Martin hauls it in, but will not take it out. New England will have it at the 20-yard line to open up. Tom Brady, another tremendous season. 8th 4,000-yard plus passing season, and his 30th career playoff game today. That ties him for the most in football history with his former teammate Adam Vinatieri.
And part of it, his success, obviously the physical and the mental tools, but the motivation. We talked to him earlier this week about it. He says, today they've got 70 plays left in the season, so you want to make every one of them count. Tom Brady wants every one of them to be perfect.
Brandon Bolden sets up as a receiver on first down. You never know what New England's going to go with. And it's Brady tossing out to LaFell. A stiff arm and a modest gain on first down. Marcus Peters there defensively. Let's take a look at the New England starting lineup. Sebastian Vollmer did not play in the regular season finale. A loss to Miami with an ankle injury. He's in there today for New England. Backs and receivers, Rob Gronkowski told you about his issues physically. For Julian Edelman, what a lift he could provide for this New England offense. No gain on that play to LaFell. So, 2nd and 10 for the Pats. Here's Brady. Offline. They tried to get Edelman involved right away, something that Josh McDaniels felt was important for Edelman and for the whole offense to get him comfortable.
Well, just a little bit slow coming out of his break. The ball thrown poorly, way behind Edelman. As Edelman, you can see the coverage by Marcus Peters there, and on the outside, they were going to try to double him, take away that short pass.
Patriots never put him on IR, broken bone in his left foot. They went 9-0 this season with Edelman in the lineup. Dime package, Abdullah and Branch are in for Kansas City. 3rd and 10. Brady on time to Edelman. First down, New England. 11 yards on the hookup. Edelman is back.
It's just a square out route. Be working against the linebacker, rookie, D. Ford there. Just enough for the first down, and that 11-yard gain's got Edelman and this entire crowd feeling good.
So new set of downs for the Patriots to work with. A minute gone by here in the first. 5 receivers set for Brady. Brady over the middle. And they feed it to Edelman. What a difference maker. Ron Parker with a hit. 13 yards on the catch and run.
Yeah, 3 of the first pass plays to Julian Edelman. 1 incomplete, and this one again for a first down over the middle.
We asked him about the rehab process. He said, I tried to push it to the limit. The coaches and the training staff would remind me to slow it down. So we had good checks and balances in his attempt to get back from that injury. Shotgun for Brady. Hooks up. Amendola into Kansas City territory. Sean Smith there defensively. That's 16 yards on the pass play for New England.
Well, the Patriots in the regular season just 87 yards on the ground and 286 through the air. 0 runs today, 5 straight passes.
Now the Patriots moving quickly here. In business at the Kansas City 40. James White is in. Trying to hit LaFell in a matchup with the lanky Sean Smith.
Well, LaFell is going to run a down and out pattern from the slot, but that's just outstanding coverage by Sean Smith. Got a little bit of jersey there, but the ball thrown out to where it was uncatchable may have influenced the official to not throw the flag.
This New England team started the season 10-0, dropped 4 of its last 6 games to end the regular season. 2nd and 10. A floater to LaFell, but it's sniffed out. D. Ford in his 2nd year from Auburn. It's a loss of 3 on the play. Defensively for Kansas City, they come in number 7 overall. Dontari Poe had surgery back in July to repair a herniated disc, gradually worked his way back to form. Tamba Hali, Justin Houston, neither one of them 100%, both going to the Pro Bowl. And in the secondary, Eric Berry, what a tremendous story for him coming back this year. Marcus Peters going to the Pro Bowl in his rookie year. And this defense has performed for Bob Sutton, the coordinator for Kansas City. 7 defensive backs right now for the Chiefs, with Daniel Sorensen out there. This is a 3rd and 13. Rush is coming. Brady steps up. Brady throws. He's got Gronkowski. Rob Gronkowski, a first down.
Well, Brady's going to do a good job of buying time to allow Gronkowski get down on the field. Again, a good job of shaking the coverage there by Ron Parker, and Brady with a super job of finding the area in the pocket to get away from the blitzing D Ford for 32 yards.
So all those question marks leading up to this playoff matchup physically about Edelman, Amendola, Gronkowski were getting answers early. Brady out of the pocket. Brady incomplete. Low throw to Edelman.
Low throw, but that was a good throw because it did. Edelman should have caught this ball, but even if he doesn't, it's just going to be an incomplete pass. If Brady misses high on this, there's a chance it's going to be tipped and then it picked off in the back of the end zone. As you can see, the coverage there, Eric Berry just waiting, but that was a drop pass. Brady, after that first incompletion to Edelman, has been right on target as he was that time.
Dan, do you think Bill Belichick will see a running play today at any point for New England?
Well, a draw play perhaps. I don't think we'll see a quarterback draw, though.
No.
Tom did a good job of buying time there, though.
Brady dealing with an ankle injury himself that he suffered against Miami in the 20-10 loss. Brady fires. Gronkowski the catch. Trying to break free. Cannot. Grabbing hold. Eric Berry, the four-time Pro Bowler, limiting Gronkowski to a 4-yard pickup.
Yeah, they both been to the Pro Bowl 4 times, and that was an outstanding tackle by the inspirational Eric Berry, bringing down Gronkowski without any help.
Tom Brady is 7 of 10, 72 yards. All of New England's plays so far have been through the air. 3rd and 7 for the Pats, trying to get on the board first. 4 receivers set. Brady slings it. Touchdown! Gronkowski! The Patriots open with a bang.
Well, the Chiefs have their biggest defensive back on Gronkowski and Sean Smith. Not much contact there. Smith claiming he was pushed off on. Look at the placement of the ball. Away from Smith, right to the eye line of Gronkowski. He reaches out with those big mitts and hauls it in.
Rob Gronkowski, 65 touchdowns in his first 6 seasons in the league. 3rd all-time behind Rice and Moss, and he just keeps producing. New England goes 11 plays. 80 yards, all passes. Gronkowski, the extra point. It's a 7-0 lead for the Patriots. New England, the number 2 seed. Kansas City, the number 5 seed. First possession of the day, it's Brady to Gronkowski. And New England strikes first at home. Kansas City won the toss, deferred, and now the Chiefs are down 7-0 thanks to the 11-play, 80-yard, 4-minute and 37 drive by the New England Patriots. Gronkowski, the 8-yard touchdown reception. And Gronkowski will kick it off to Niall Davis, who had a 106-yard kickoff return for a touchdown to open up Kansas City's playoff game in Houston. Davis will take it out. And Davis is dropped just across the 20-yard line. Kansas City will have the football when we come back. Brady and Gronkowski making a habit of this in the postseason. Rob Gronkowski, 7 touchdowns in the playoffs, tying him with Vernon Davis and Dave Casper for the all-time lead among tight ends. Kansas City's got the football for the first time today. They trail New England 7-0. 2 tight ends set to open up with Kelsey and Harris. Smith, it's a bootleg. A toss. Harris with a catch, sidesteps a tackler, and Harris has got a first down. The whiff by McCourty, and the former college basketball standout Demetrius Harris moves the chains. Alex Smith, what a season he put together. You hear the word efficient, and sometimes that's thought to be negative, Dan. In Alex Smith's case, it's not negative. It's what he's done as a Kansas City Chief.
And that's what you want out of your quarterback, to manage all the different situations that you face during a ball game. And Alex this year has done it very, very well.
Jeremy Maclin is on the sidelines for Kansas City. Smith tosses out to the fullback, Sherman. Brought down by the physical Patrick Chung. It's a 2-yard pickup for Sherman on the toss. Starting offense for the Chiefs. Zach Fulton is in for Mitch Morse. Ja Reed is in for Larry Duvernay-Tardif. Both starting offensive linemen dealing with concussions. And Jeremy Maclin did start on the first play from scrimmage, but how much they can lean on him in this game remains to be seen with that high ankle sprain. 2nd and 8. Smith gets rid of it quickly. Underneath, Frank Hammond Jr. They bury him after the pickup of one. Logan Ryan among those there. Defensively for New England, number 9 in total defense, Chandler Jones. It's been a strange week for the Patriots and for Jones in particular. We'll have more on that coming up. Linebackers, Jamie Collins. He has gotten the recognition he deserves around the league. One of the most versatile defensive players in the NFL. Chung and McCourty, neither at full strength. Both are in there. Chandler Jones needed medical attention on Sunday morning. Foxborough police reported a smell of marijuana at Jones's residence. He apologized for what he called a stupid mistake. Smith throws to Jeremy Maclin. It's a first down for Kansas City.
Well, we're seeing basically the same type of offense out of the Chiefs as we saw out of the Patriots. All passes so far, and what a great sign for Chief fans to see this guy and his 87 catches on the regular season to make this tough catch over the middle. Jeremy Maclin, so important to this offense.
Initial fears that it was a torn ACL. He suffered 2 ACL tears during his football career, one in college, one in the NFL. Turned out to be the high ankle sprain. A running play.
You're surprised, huh?
West. Well, that was a question mark at the end of it. A running play? It was. Malcolm Brown there defensively for New England. 3-yard pickup.
What it was the first part of the zone option read there by Alex Smith. And he read it properly. And the Patriots defended it very well, holding West to just about a 3.5-yard gain.
Dan, New England started in nickel, and we've seen them with 5 defensive backs on every play so far. Deron Harmon, the 5th. Another running play. And it's West. Remember, this Kansas City team lost Jamal Charles to a torn ACL in Week 5. One of the best running backs in the NFL. They've asked Charkandrick West and Spencer Ware, who was on the practice squad, to step forward, and both have responded. Different styles of running. West more similar to Charles, Ware bigger back, physical, punishing runner.
Yeah, West averaging 4 yards a carry, and Ware the thumper 5.5 yards a carry.
7th play of the drive. Chris Conley is in, the rookie out of Georgia. Conley had a touchdown last week in the win over Houston. On 3rd and 3. Smith to Kelsey. Travis Kelsey, a Pro Bowler this year. That's a 5-yard pickup, and it quiets the crowd. First down. Tuesday on CBS, can the pill that makes him the FBI's smartest agent help them stop a killer? Catch a new Limitless. That's Tuesday at 10, 9 Central, only CBS.
Alex Smith doing a great job of distribution. 5 for 5 to 5 different receivers as they're answering the Patriots' opening drive.
A league low 7 interceptions this season for Smith. Tied him for Tom Brady, with Tom Brady in that category. Take the handoff. Toss it out to West, and drops the football.
Well, West had 20 catches during the regular season. This one an easy one, but he just muffs it. He's lucky this ball wasn't batted up in the air a little bit farther, or this might have been picked and returned for a touchdown. That would have been good for at least a 5 to 6 yard gain.
West is in his 2nd year out of Abilene Christian, transferred from Louisiana Tech. Originally went to college as a cornerback. 2nd and 10 now for Kansas City. Jason Avant, the veteran, is in at wideout. And the motion man is Maclin. He'll go behind Smith. Smith, design run. And no angle for Smith. Rob Ninkovich cutting things off there. And it's a 3-yard loss for Alex Smith.
Yeah, watch the job that Rob Ninkovich does. You talk about setting the edge. Well, he's going to fight off Kelsey, gets inside him, and keeps Smith from getting to the corner. It's a great job at discarding Kelsey at the line of scrimmage.
Smith finished 4th in the NFL this season in rushing among quarterbacks behind Cam Newton, Tyrod Taylor, and Russell Wilson. This is a 3rd and 13. New England did convert on a 3rd and 13 when the Patriots had the football. Smith will use a timeout. Play clock was winding down. Kansas City will get on the same page. They trail 7-0 first quarter in Foxborough. Right now, a look at next-gen stats presented by Mercedes-Benz. For Alex Smith, last week in that wild card victory, a breakdown of where Smith will throw the football. Short passes compared to longer passes from Alex Smith.
Well, this is part of the West Coast offense. It's a horizontal sideline to sideline style of offense, and you can see the one ball he did throw down the middle about 20 yards was to Jeremy Maclin, which is a good sign for KC.
Well, now it's a 3rd and 13, 10th play of the drive for the Chiefs. We're under 5 minutes to go in the first. In New England territory, Smith, a pump. Smith looking to run for the first down. He's got it. Alex Smith, dangerous. 15 yards.
I talked to him about running the ball yesterday, and he says he doesn't do it by design, he just feels it. And this time he steps up into the pocket after a 3-man rush, and this is where he's different than most quarterbacks. His speed. He surprises team with his ability to get down the field, and then the guts to go head first.
Both teams have been successful facing 3rd and 13s in this opening quarter. Kansas City's drive remains alive. Back to a conventional run, and it's Niall Davis getting the opportunity on an inside run for 6 yards, met by Malcolm Butler on the play. 11 straight wins for the Kansas City Chiefs. That's a franchise record. This team is red hot.
Andy Reid says it's because of the great locker room he has, the excellent leadership. Playing a lot of young guys early in the season, then we started to get some players back, and the young guys were feeling more comfortable, and everybody has contributed to that 11 straight.
So now it's a 2nd and 4 for the Chiefs. Davis remains in there for Kansas City. New England's got a 7-0 lead. 4 receivers set. Smith under pressure, floats one, nobody home. Rob Ninkovich with the pressure.
Now, Ninkovich had 6.5 sacks this season, and he's going to get in totally unblocked on Alex Smith. Smith wanted to know why this wasn't roughing the passer, as Ninkovich takes Smith to the ground, and definitely should have been called roughing the passer. And Mike Carey disagrees with me, but he never played the position. He never felt that type of hit from a defensive end.
So this is a personal thing for you, Dan.
Well, I like arguing with officials.
3rd and 4 for Kansas City. 3 of 3 on 3rd down so far.
And another timeout in the first quarter burned by the Kansas City Chiefs.
Had to use one earlier. Now they've used their second. Just one remaining for Kansas City here in the first half. So 11 straight wins, 10 in the regular season. Last week, their first playoff win in 22 years. Longest streak in Kansas City Chiefs history. 28 points per game, allowing 12 points per game, plus 20 turnover differential, the best in the NFL over that span, and the first team in NFL history to win a playoff game after opening the season 1-5. Last loss was October the 18th at Minnesota, 16-10 for Andy Reid and company. And last week, they didn't strike you as a team that was just happy to win a playoff game.
No, after the game, there was no big celebration. They knew they dominated the Houston Texans, but they also knew that they had another game. And let's start focusing immediately and go out and celebrate, which they did.
3rd and 4. 2 running backs, Davis and West. Fake it, and a toss. West has got the first down. Charkandrick West, 6-yard pickup. They needed 4.
Well, remember the option read play that they ran earlier in this drive? Well, this time, Here's the play right here. That's the read. Hightower stays at the line of scrimmage, takes the quarterback. There's nobody for the pitchman West, and a tremendous third down conversion for the Chiefs as Andy Reid showing the Patriots everything in his play book early.
Yeah, Hightower told us Smith is very difficult to read on those options. His fakes are excellent, and the way he handles the football. 14th play of the drive. West rumbling inside. 4-yard gain. Collins combining with Malcolm Brown, the rookie, to bring down Charkandrick West.
And in our meeting yesterday with Andy Reid, he's famous for scripting the first 15 plays. And I asked him, are you going to do it again? He says, sure. And he reached into his bag and pulled out his play sheet and showed me. Of course, I couldn't understand a word that was on it.
Dan, this is the 15th play, so you should probably just tell us what they're going to do here.
They're going to throw the ball off a little bootleg.
2nd and 6. We come up on 2 minutes to play. Smith to the end zone. Too high. Kelsey, the intended target. Probably should have gone with your recommendation.
Well, it was a pass play, and it was a good idea trying to get it to this big tight end right down the middle here. But this is the poorest pass of the opening drive for Alex Smith as he overshoots the 6'5" Travis Kelsey. He started the game with a perfect 5 for 5, but he's missed his last 3.
Patriots are in dime, 6 defensive backs. This is a 3rd and 6. Kansas City 4 of 4 on third down conversions. Smith out of the pocket. Spins the other way. Smith looking downfield and tosses it away. Akeem Hicks first. Jamie Collins as well, putting the heat on Alex Smith. It's 4th down.
Yeah, Jamie Collins is going to catch any quarterback and every quarterback in the NFL. Smart play by Smith on that side of the field. He had absolutely no receiver open. Knew he was well within field goal range for Santos and decided to throw it away.
So the kicker, Cairo Santos, is on in his 2nd year in the league. Lou Groza Award winner in 2012 out of Tulane. This is a 34-yard attempt. Play clock is down to 2. Down to 1. Get the snap off. And Santos knocks it through to get Kansas City on the board. New England 7, the Chiefs 3. First quarter action continues. 17 plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the longest drive of the postseason so far. Went 64 yards, took 8 minutes and 31 seconds off the clock. And the Patriots lead is now 7-3 over Kansas City. Santos kicking off to Keyshawn Martin, averaging 25.7 yards per return during the regular season. Martin, deep kick, takes a knee. New England out to the 20-yard line. Tom Brady and the Patriots, they've got a 7-3 advantage. Late first quarter action. Today's Next Gen Stats are presented by Mercedes-Benz, the best for nothing. New England Patriots in front, 7-3 on the Kansas City Chiefs. A minute 52 to go in this opening quarter. 6 defensive backs for the Chiefs. Julian Edelman in motion. 11 plays for New England. 11 passes here in the first. Brady operating out of the gun. They'll throw it. A sideline catch made by Edelman, and he's tossed to the sideline by Branch. Let's check in with Evan Washburn. Evan?
Well, guys, you've already seen the impact of Julian Edelman. To protect that surgically repaired left foot, he is wearing a custom cleat that includes a steel plate and custom orthotic. It's actually a wider cleat, more like a lineman. He has it on both feet to maintain balance, guys.
Yeah, that's to prevent flexing, and obviously the hope is that it doesn't affect the way he makes cuts.
And because he broke his other foot earlier in his career, he knows all about the rehab and how he should feel at this moment.
2nd and 7. Steven Jackson in for the first time. The veteran signed late in the season in the playoffs for the first time since his rookie year. Brady on a low throw. He had Amendola on the cross.
Boy, he had Amendola on the cross, and with Amendola's speed, it was going to be a foot race to the end zone. There's no other Kansas City Chief defensive back on that side of the field. You can see Tyvon Branch with the coverage, but you can see there's just nothing but green plastic grass in front of Amendola.
Amendola's been dealing with a left knee injury. Originally injured it against Buffalo Week 10, then re-injured against Tennessee. Missed the next game. LaFell. They'll move the chains again. Brady with a first down throw on third down to the tune of 9 yards.
Well, they're 4 for 4 on third downs. This is when the Chiefs usually crank up the pass rush and get after the quarterback. But right now the Chiefs are on their heels, and the effort by LaFell caught the ball short of the first down and picked it up with that spin move.
And the ball is coming out quickly from Tom Brady. It's a running play. Wow. Going up the gut. Steven Jackson carries for 2 yards.
Hey, the old adage is that you set up the pass with the run. Well, that was about 30 years ago, I guess, because now they're setting up the run with the pass play. First run in 14 plays.
And Justin Houston, we haven't seen him out there. Houston missed the last 5 games of the regular season with a hyperextended knee. He played 44 of 64 snaps last week. Edelman, the juggle, nearly intercepted. It bounced off of Sean Smith. With 2 seconds remaining in this first quarter.
Now, this should have been caught by Edelman, and then it should have been caught and returned for a touchdown by Sean Smith. No question he would have scored.
Now it's 3rd and 8. James White in the backfield, a threat as a pass catcher. Shotgun for Brady. Another 3rd down. And this time they don't convert. Edelman the intended target. Ron Parker drawing the assignment. It's 4th down for the Pats when we come back. End of the first quarter. It's 7-3 New England. You're watching the NFL on CBS, home of Super Bowl 50. Start of the second quarter, divisional playoff weekend in the NFL. Joining you live from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Ian Eagle, Dan Fouts, Evan Washburn, Mike Carey, the rest of our NFL on CBS crew. 4th down for the Patriots. They've got a 7-3 lead on the Kansas City Chiefs. Winner goes to the AFC Championship game to play the winner of the Pittsburgh-Denver game, which we'll have for you on CBS tomorrow. Ryan Allen will kick it. For New England, Frankie Hammond is the return man. Hammond moves forward, brings it in cleanly. Stutter step. Hammond gets stamped at the 33-yard line. Brandon Bolden on special teams. 41-yard punt, an 8-yard return. The 2016 NFL Pro Bowl gets you closer to the players and the action. Hall of Famers Michael Irvin and Jerry Rice select the teams at the Pro Bowl Draft on Wednesday, January 27th. Then watch the Pro Bowl live from Aloha Stadium Sunday, January 31st on ESPN. Go to NFL.com/Pro Bowl to learn more. First down for Kansas City. Just underway in the second quarter. Charkandrick West, single setback. He's got a running lane. West breaks a tackle. And a first down on the acceleration by West. Good blocks from Ja Reed and Demetrius Harris. 10-yard pickup.
Well, watch these two right in here. That's the point of attack for the Chiefs here. And then the explosion by Charkandrick West. You talked about him being the elusive one. That time running between the tackles, showing some pretty good power, shaking off that tackle.
Kansas City was very balanced throughout the season. They've been balanced so far here in this first half. First down for the Chiefs. Quick toss. Conley. Working the perimeter. Logan Ryan over there. And it's a 5-yard pickup on the pass from Smith.
Yeah, Bird, the Chiefs are excited about Chris Conley. He got that 9-yard touchdown last week against the Texans in the playoffs, but he's got the size at 6'3", 205 they like, and the strength, and he's deceptively fast. You saw that acceleration after he made that catch, a little hesitation, and then getting up the field.
Alex Smith said that Conley has learned a lot from being around Jeremy Maclin, watching him, asking questions, learning how to run routes, little nuances of the position. Jarkandrick West, short of a first down. Allen Branch among those there for New England. It's a 3-yard gain for Kansas City.
And Andy Reid has to be happy with the way that his offense is moving the ball around to different players. Alex Smith, 6 out of 10 so far, but those 6 have been to 6 different receivers. That makes it very difficult for the defense to zero in on one target.
3rd and a short 2 for the Chiefs. Smith straight ahead for the first down. Jarkandrick West. It's a 3-yard pickup.
And again, it's a zone read concept here. Smith reading the defense, knowing they just need a couple of yards for the first down. But how about the power of this offensive line? Jeff Allen there, Eric Fisher, and then right in the crease goes West for the first down.
Matt Patricia in his 4th year running the defense for Bill Belichick's squad. First down for Kansas City. Niall Davis leans in for 3. Remember, these two teams met last year. It was a blowout. Kansas City annihilated New England 41-14. September 29th of 2014. Alex Smith had 248 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jamal Charles had a big game. Kelsey had 8 catches, 93 yards, and a touchdown. Houston had 2 sacks. Davis goes to the sideline, had a cleat issue. 2nd and 7 now for Kansas City. Smith operating out of the gun, flushed out of the pocket. Smith on the move, throws it away. Allen Branch with some pressure on Alex Smith.
Good coverage in the secondary by the Patriots and good pass pressure. You can see it's a one-high defense, man-to-man underneath, and a good job underneath. You can see nobody. That's why the ball goes out of bounds. Got to be frustrating, though, for the Patriots rushing Alex Smith. He's been able to use his speed to get away and throw the ball away and save yardage.
Smith is 6 of 11, 34 yards through the air, 12 yards on the ground. Smith fires. Travis Kelsey, incomplete.
Yeah, we may have our first penalty of the day, holding against the Chiefs.
Illegal hands to the face, offense, number 79. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is 4th down.
Our referee, Craig Rolstadt, so the penalty not accepted. We don't have an official penalty so far in this first half.
Working against Jabal Sheard, the right hand goes right to the face mask, and then the left hand isn't far behind.
So the punter is on. Dustin Colquitt. Danny Amendola is the deep man for New England. Averaged 12 yards a return in the regular season. High punt. Amendola, fair catch. Right around the 10-yard line. It's a 32-yard punt. Well placed by Colquitt. Patriots get the football back when we return. The Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award, presented by Nationwide, honors players who significantly impacted the game and their communities. Each team nominates 1 player. 3 finalists will be revealed during the AFC Championship game, with the winner being announced at the NFL Honors Award Show February 6th, right here on CBS. This year's nominee for the Chiefs, Eric Berry. For the Patriots, Devin McCourty. New center, David Andrews, is in for Brian Stork, left with an ankle injury. Play fake. Brady rifles it to the sideline. Julian Edelman along that sideline with Sean Smith, but the issues continue holding on to the football.
Well, Tom is a taskmaster, and this is 4 drops now for his favorite receiver. Amendola dropped that one, but the rest of these are all Edelman's. And when you drop a pass from Tom Brady, he's going to let you know about it, non-verbally and maybe a few words on the sidelines.
Well, Brady came out this week, said, hey, I'm tough to play with. I know that. High expectations. This time it's Steven Jackson getting involved in the passing game. It's a 2-yard pickup.
And right now, at some point, the Patriots are going to have to establish some type of ground attack. As the Chiefs' last 2 series, and the start of this series, getting more comfortable with the passing game. And it's been helped out by Edelman's drops.
And Justin Houston was in there for Kansas City the last 2 plays. He is not on this 3rd and 8. Once again, 7 defensive backs for the Chiefs. 10:55 to play, first half, 7-3 New England. Brady passed the ball, throws, incomplete. James White matched up with the linebacker, Derek Johnson, and the Patriots will punt.
Brady's trying to squeeze us into a real tight window there. Derek Johnson, the 11-year veteran, checking out the receivers as they're coming down the field, closes quickly on James White. And may have got a left hand on this ball. Actually, it's his helmet. That could go down as a drop. That ball got through to White before he was hit by Johnson.
Another punt from Allen. Frankie Hammond should have excellent field position. Hammond has some room from the 45. Hammond accelerates, cutting to the outside. And Hammond stuffed as he hit the 35-yard line. 43-yard punt. It's a 19-yard return hit by Michael Williams on special teams. But Hammond sets up the Chiefs nicely in New England territory.
Well, special teams have been less than wonderful for the Patriots this year and have been wonderful for the Chiefs. Great field position to start this drive, but they continue to excel on the 3rd phase of the game, special teams.
And Dan, that was a line drive punt from Ryan Allen.
And a little uneasy feeling here at Gillette Stadium, isn't there?
A little bit. This is the 18th home playoff game for the New England Patriots since Bill Belichick took over. 14-3 at home in the postseason under Belichick. Kansas City opens up at the 36-yard line of New England. Smith gets rid of it quickly. Kelsey, the play is blown up. The Pro Bowler Malcolm Butler. It's a loss of 2, and the Super Bowl hero sniffs it out.
Well, the rookie Brian Parker blocked the wrong man. He's got to take care of Butler here. He goes for the inside guy, and Butler has a free run to chop the legs out from underneath the big tight end Kelsey. But 3 tight ends lined out wide there, and they lose 2 yards on the play.
2nd and 12. 2 tight ends, Kelsey and Harris. Smith steps up. And it's too high. Macklin working the sideline.
You see the routes that they're throwing to Macklin. One was a crossing route. This is just a fly route, so not much pressure on that ankle. Remember, it's his right ankle, so no cutting involved in that type of pass play. But the coverage by Butler, superb. Back-to-back plays by Malcolm Butler. That's why he's going to his first Pro Bowl.
Kansas City trying to take advantage of this opening field position, now facing a 3rd and 12. Take the running play. Smith darts one to Kelsey. Kelsey tries to redirect. Patrick Chung grabbing hold from behind, and that allowed his Patriot teammates to come in and crush Kelsey.
How strong is the grip of Patrick Chung with his left hand holding back the 260-pound Kelsey? Look at this. Remember when they had tearaway jerseys? Not today. Tremendous effort by Chung.
They could have attempted a 55-yard field goal. Andy Reid has elected not to.
And they wasted that tremendous field position, didn't they?
So they'll play the field position game here with Colquitt. Amendola deep, gets out of the way. This ball bounces at the 5. And down there, a flag is thrown. And some pushing and shoving. Officials trying to get involved. We know what happened last week, of course, with Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. Officials on high alert.
This is an interesting hit here because Amendola hit number 30 for the Chiefs there, going down under that, Jamel Fleming. He drew the flag. Did he hit him with the crown of his helmet? Yes, he did. Fleming getting position to make that catch on the fly inside the 5-yard line. And Amendola comes across.
He got leveled.
And lays them out. And that will draw the flag.
Our rules expert, Mike Carey, watching along with us. What'd you see there, Mike?
Well, the rule for defenseless receiver is for the receiving team, not the kicking team. So we'll see what they sort out. I did not see a signal by Amendola before the contact, which would make that hit illegal. Let's see what Rolstead has to say.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, receiving team, number 80. That penalty is half the distance to the goal. It'll be New England ball, first down.
Yeah, he dropped the crown of his helmet right to the face of Fleming here.
It was blatant, but it turns out to be a 2.5-yard penalty based on where they are on the field. So the Patriots pinned deep in their own territory. It's still going to be deep, but the penalty tacked onto it just across the 2-yard line for New England. They lead it 7-3 over Kansas City. 8:59 to play in this second quarter. They go empty, working out of the gun for Brady. White sets up as a receiver. Brady on first down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. And they'll move the chains. Tyvon Branch there defensively. Mike joining us once again here in the booth. So as they work through that penalty, what was the final determination from your point of view?
Well, the foul was for a blindside block. So the receivers cannot block back towards their own end zone and hit a defender in the head or neck area, and that's what happened half the distance to the goal.
It was against Amendola. Fleming took the shot. But now New England has some room to work with and a flag thrown.
Yeah, their first penalty of the day.
False start, offense, number 19.
Actually, their second
5-yard penalty
after the personal foul penalty on Amendola. But, you know, the Patriots have run 21 plays. 20 of them have been passes. That's not going to hold up. Tom upset that one of his men moved early.
And it was Brandon LaFell for New England.
Andy Reid.
1st and 15 now for the Patriots. Brady steps up. Brady downfield. He's got Martin. Perfectly thrown ball to Keyshawn Martin. And a big gain for the Pats.
I know Brady was throwing it to Martin, but I think the Chiefs thought he was throwing it to Gronkowski. They were in the same area, and they're looking for the big tight end, and to the outside will be number 82, Keyshawn Martin. Dropping it in the bucket from about 40 yards away.
It goes down as a 42-yard pass play, and New England now in Kansas City territory. On the ground, Jackson battling for yardage. There's nothing there. 2-yard pickup. A charge from this Kansas City defense led by Jay Howard.
How about being backed up inside your 5-yard line, and 2 plays later you're out to midfield?
First playoff meeting for these two teams. Not the first playoff meeting between Bill Belichick and Andy Reid. They met in the Super Bowl when Reid was the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. Brady throws. Gronkowski handles it. And Eric Berry brings him down along the sideline. Reid and Belichick have grown close through the years. Reid said it goes back to his days as an assistant coach, befriending Belichick. We asked Bill Belichick about it. He said, well, we've never played in the same division, so that's probably why the friendship has endured.
They play a lot in the preseason, and preseason's a lot different. And
those are friendly.
Yeah, this is not friendly today, is it? Too much on the line.
3rd and 4, spot in the AFC Championship game at stake. We're down to 6:28 to play in this first half. 7-3 Pats. Brady, Julian Edelman. You talk about tight windows.
Well, Brady's a dart thrower, really. He's hit the bullseye so often in his career, and he does it again here. The throwing lane is perfect. The ball between the ones. Another first down for the Pats.
You asked him about his throwing motion, his mechanics, and he said it's all about reinforcing good habits. He's more decisive than he used to be. He believes in what he sees. Shotgun for Brady. Toss it to the outside. Amendola tries to make a move on Ron Parker. Limited to a 1-yard pickup. Coming up Monday on CBS, they're 4 of the smartest people in the world. But when it comes to dating, they don't stand a chance. New Scorpion, that's Monday at 9, 8 Central, only CBS.
And Tom is such a technician throwing the ball. He even knows that if he is indecisive, he's going to throw the ball low to prevent a high pass that might be picked off.
2nd and 9, avoiding the pressure. Brady downfield, knocked around, incomplete. Brandon LaFell with Sean Smith. And a flag is thrown back at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, this is a good call because Brady was hit
foul.
right.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
In the shoulder after he threw that ball down the field.
Penalty. An automatic first down.
It's Desmond Moses.
Yeah, watch the hit here. Poe is tracking him, but watch the hit from the left side of the screen. I know it's in slow motion, but that's way too many steps for Moses.
Brady did turn just in time, but he turned where it was his right shoulder that took the shot for Moses.
And immediate look before the flag from Craig Rostad.
And the first penalty against Kansas City. Bob Sutton's defense now dealing with a 1st and 10 for New England. Jackson busting through. Steven Jackson. 8-yard pickup for the 12-year veteran.
Well, good block here at the point of attack by Sebastian Vollmer. Vollmer playing left tackle. He gets a help with the double team initially from Josh Klein, who's the best running game play for the Pats.
Jackson up the gut. Big, physical, was a workhorse back in his prime with St. Louis and then later Atlanta. D. Ford rides him down. It's a 4-yard pickup now. 1st and goal for New England. Jackson heads to the sideline.
Well, Jackson provides that power that the Patriots have not had since LeGarrette Blount got hurt.
9th play of the drive. Patriots trying to cash in. 1st and goal. Fake the handoff. Little floater. Bolden gets hit just as he caught the football. Ron Parker was all over it for Kansas City.
It's because the Chiefs are playing zone. They can see this pass play coming. Nice catch by Bolden here, but look at it. 2 Chiefs right there for the tackle.
So back it up now. Remember, this drive started at the New England 2-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 11. Brady steps up. Brady on the move. Pump. Brady looking for the angle. Brady, did he get there? Tom Brady was trying to get to the pylon. Now he's doing a sell job that he had the angle.
This is really close too. But watch where the ball is. That's what's important here. I don't think the ball ever got across the goal line here. Good call by the officials here. Brady getting hit right there by Tyvon Branch. Now,
he took a wallop from Branch. The low hit initially from Abdullah.
Well, I'd be interested to hear what Mike Carey has to say about this one, Mike. Real close, isn't it?
Yes, this is a close one. In order to score, you have to get the ball over the pylon or inside the pylon. If it doesn't, it
New
breaks
England
the play.
is challenging the ruling on the field of the quarterback out of bounds.
You must get a body part down in the end zone.
Bill Belichick has challenged it. The officials will take a look. Will the Patriots get 6 on the board from this Brady scramble? We'll find out.
After review, the ruling on the field stands as called. It will be 3rd down and goal from the half-yard line. New England will be charged with the first timeout.
Well, we've got 66,000 officials that disagree.
Well, Mike Carey disagrees too.
Mike, would you have reversed that call on further review?
Yes, I would reverse it. You saw the angle from behind as he rotated in. The ball was behind his hip. The hip hit the pylon. In my opinion, that was a score. But stands is what this league is trying to do.
Now watch the quarterback sneak here.
3rd and goal. It is a sneak. And Brady's in. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots add to their lead. And a skirmish.
You can just tell by the way Brady's leaning forward. He's done it so many times in his career. He scored 18 rushing touchdowns, 4 this season, and all 4 have been on the quarterback sneak. And remember, he's 6'4", knows where that goal line is, and clearly breaks the play. Great job up front, too, by Andrews and Klein.
Well, the formation, Stork actually snuck in at center, and Andrews lined up as a fullback on that play behind Brady. They go 11 plays, 98 yards. And an extra point away from a 14-3 lead. Point after, Gostkowski. So Tom Brady was denied on the previous play. He was not going to be denied the second time around. Well, it took 5 minutes and 36 seconds for New England to go down the field. Tom Brady capped it off with a 1-yard touchdown plunge. 6th career playoff rushing touchdown for Brady. 14-3 Patriots.
And Brady on the drive throwing the ball off his own goal line. 6 for 6 for 63 yards.
Kickoff from Gostkowski. Not returnable, over the head of Niall Davis. Kansas City will have it at the 20 with 3:23 to work with. Coming up, Verizon halftime report. They're ready to go. JV, Tony, Bart, Boomer, Coach Cowher. Highlights, analysis of the first half. All coming up on the Verizon halftime report. Tony had an excellent conversation in the NFL today with Alex Smith and Derek Johnson of the Kansas City Chiefs and their remarkable run to get to this divisional round. Flag was thrown. New England was offside.
And is taking the ball at the 25-yard line. Andy Reid wants the Patriots to give Niall Davis another shot at returning a kickoff. But the Chiefs cannot afford to waste another opportunity like they had the last time they had the ball at the 35-yard line of New England, and they don't get any points out of it. In field goal range to start the drive, and they lost yardage, forced to punt.
So a re-kick here for Gostkowski. $184 total yards for Bill Belichick's offense. And Kansas City has been limited to 88 yards of offense in the first half. Niall Davis moves forward. He's now at the goal line for KC. Another booming kick. This time Davis is going to take it out. Davis looks for an opening. Davis turns it upfield. Tripped up as he crossed the 30-yard line. That's where Kansas City will set up shop after the 33-yard return hit by Darius Fleming. Alex Smith in the first half, 8 of 15, just 33 yards through the air. A couple of running plays for 12 yards. How effective with Jeremy McLenby? That was the question coming in. 2 targets, 1 catch, 11 yards, playing with the high ankle sprain. And Travis Kelce has been such a weapon for Kansas City this season. 72 catches, 875 yards, 5 touchdowns. He's been thrown to 6 times here today. 3 catches for just 4 yards for the Pro Bowl tight end. Charcandrick West turns on the Jets and crosses midfield. 17 yards for West.
Well, Andy Reid says they're going to go power against the Chiefs right now. These are all offensive linemen here, with the tight end Kelce on the left side, and that tremendous void there thanks to the block by Travis Kelce. 17 yards on the gain.
Now they bring Niall Davis in. First down in New England territory at the 49. We've got 2:38 to play in the second quarter. 14-3, New England in front. Smith has time. Deep ball from Smith. Incomplete. Albert Wilson, young wideout out of Georgia State, in a matchup with a young corner, rookie from Tennessee, Justin Coleman.
And remember, Kansas City has burned 2 timeouts on offense. I think it was back in the first quarter, actually, that they used those 2 timeouts. So with good field position here, but only the ability to stop the clock twice here at the end of the first half.
Second and 10 for Kansas City. West running inside. Not a whole lot there for Charcandrick West. He picks up 3 yards. Alan Branch got him down low. We're yet to see the jet sweep from KC, something they've used quite a bit this season. Very creative with this West Coast offense. Andy Reid and company brought it over from Philadelphia. Doug Peterson, his offensive coordinator, who will be the head coach in Philadelphia. Now we've hit the 2-minute warning here in Foxborough. Patriots have a 14-3 lead over the Chiefs. Let's take a look at our nationwide Skycam. Just fantastic pictures throughout the evening here in Foxborough. Our producer Mark Wolf, director Bob Fishman, the rest of our NFL on CBS crew. 3rd and 7 for Kansas City. 2 minutes to play, first half. Shotgun for Smith, a deep drop. Smith lets it fly. It's complete downfield. He hits Avant for the first down.
And finally the Chiefs go deep down the field and get paid off by a heck of a catch by Avant in a crowd here. 2 Patriots closing. McCourty takes a swipe just a little bit too late to knock the ball away.
7 different receivers that Alex Smith has thrown the ball to here today. First catch for Avant. First down, Davis makes a cut. Jamie Collins over there and limits Davis to a 3-yard pickup.
You always hear the term football high IQ. Well, you saw it right there in Jamie Collins. The physical ability and the speed to get to the corner to stop Niall Davis from turning up the field, but then the knowledge and awareness of trying to rip the ball out. He didn't get it out, but that's his mindset. That's high football IQ.
We are under 1 minute to play now in the second quarter. Kansas City is on the move. Inside the New England 20. Working from the gun. Smith steps up, throws it to Kelce. That hit from behind, short of the first down by Dante Hightower. Remember, Kansas City only has the 1 timeout remaining.
Now, Kelce has great ability after the catch. Watch him leap right over the top of Patrick Chung to pick up extra yards.
And a timeout called, 40 seconds to play. 3rd and a long one here for KC. The Chiefs are out of timeouts. We have 40 seconds to play in the first half. West with Sherman flanking Smith. It's Smith doing it himself for the first down. But the clock is moving. 32 seconds left. Jamie Collins with a tackle. Kansas City lining up quickly here. First and goal, and a spike. Soft one from Smith.
Yeah, good spike that time to stop the clock, obviously, but also to get Travis Kelce back in the game.
Was it worth wasting the down?
Absolutely. At this point in the game, it's more about players than plays.
Coming up, Verizon Halftime Report. JB and the rest of the gang will have highlights and analysis of the first half, all coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report. Second and goal for Kansas City. They trail New England 14-3. West in the backfield. Smith from the gun. Steps up, hooks a pass. It's too high for Kelsey. Third and goal for KC.
Yeah, he stumbled a little bit coming out of his break. Jamie Collins, number 91, looking for that post route here. The double coverage. That left hand on Kelsey could have been called. That's well beyond the 5-yard area where you can make contact with a receiver.
10th play of the drive. Third and goal for the Chiefs. Play clock's down to 2. Smith didn't get it in time. And a flag down, delay a game.
Delay a game. Offense, number 11.
Give the
5-yard penalty. Third down.
An assist on this one. Zach Fulton, the center, did not hear Alex Smith clapping here. A desperate feeling for a quarterback. He can see the clock. The center, Fulton, cannot.
Fulton stepping in for the injured Mitch Morse, the rookie center who's out with a concussion. Third and goal for Kansas City. And New England will use a timeout. Line of scrimmage is now the 14-yard line here for KC. Remember, Kansas City will get the football to start the second half. They trail 14-3.
And that's important for Alex Smith to remember. So 3 points here is actually absolutely what you need at the worst. You cannot force the ball and risk an interception here. With Macklin in the game, it's interesting that he's going to line up as he did that time out to the right side. So look for him to maybe run a post route. But again, Kelsey's going to be the main focus of the New England defense. We saw the double team it last time when he stumbled and he was overshot by Alex Smith.
It's third and goal for Kansas City. Motion man is Conley. You see Belichick indicating, waving his arm to the defense. Smith flips it to the end zone. Incomplete. Conley in a matchup with Coleman. And it's fourth down.
Now, Alex Smith started the game hot, 5 for 5, but since that point, he's 5 of 16. This one had no shot. Tremendous coverage again one more time by the rookie Justin Coleman. Kelsey thought he had a shot at it in the back of the end zone, but that's the attitude you want all your receivers to have. They're always open. They always want to make the big play.
It's a 32-yard attempt here for Cairo Santos. Trying to cut into the New England lead. He's got it. 14-6 Patriots. 12 seconds remaining in this second quarter. The NFL Divisional Playoffs continue tonight on NBC, then tomorrow on Fox and CBS.
You know, the Chiefs are disappointed in not getting 6 points out of that drive, but the field goal makes it a one-possession game. And as you said, Ian, they will get the ball to start the second half.
Alex Smith and the Chiefs won a playoff game last week. First postseason win for the franchise in 22 years. Have to go back to January of 1994 when they beat the Houston Oilers 28-20. So that was a drought. 8 straight postseason losses for the Chiefs. And they got the shutout last week. How about the fact that was the first shutout for Andy Reid as a head coach? Wow. That's hard to believe. It's a lot of games and a lot of wins. 292 career games as a head man.
Well, it's not called the West Coast defense, is it?
No, that's a good point. Although you could start that if you want, Dan. It's out there. It's available. Copyrighted. Tyro Santos kicks it off. Keyshawn Martin, he's not going to risk it. Takes the knee, 2 yards deep in the end zone. 12 seconds remaining on the clock. And New England's got a 14-6 advantage.
That's heads up by Keyshawn Martin, not bringing that one out of the end zone. No risks there of a fumble. And I would expect Brady and company to take a knee and go into the locker room.
Martin's been a nice addition to this team. Acquired via trade from Houston, now in his 4th year. And New England has a knack for doing that. Owner of the Patriots, Robert Kraft, a season ticket holder for the Patriots in 1971. Purchased the team in 1994. That'll do it. New England takes a knee, and we have hit halftime in Foxborough. Patriots 11-1 when leading at halftime here at Gillette. Last loss January of 2011 against the New York Jets. 14-6. The Patriots leading the Chiefs. We'll come back. Verizon Halftime Report is coming up after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS, home of Super Bowl 50. Divisional playoff action in the NFL. We're underway. Brady slings it. Touchdown, Gronkowski. The Patriots open with a bang. Brady looking for the angle.
This is really close, too.
Start of the third quarter here at Gillette. 14-6. The Patriots leading the Chiefs. AFC divisional round here on CBS. Let's take a look at big returns of the first half presented by H&R Block. Brady to Gronkowski. Didn't play a huge role in that first half, Gronkowski, but did get the Patriots scoring started on the touchdown pass from Brady. Welcome back here in the broadcast booth. Ian Eagle along with Hall of Famer Dan Fouts. New England, we know their approach, and they're basically doing what you expect them to do. Throw the ball all over the field. How about Kansas City? What has to change for the Chiefs if they're going to win this game, go to the AFC Championship?
Third down defense. The Patriots were 6 of 8 converting third downs, and on that 98-yard drive, they only had to convert 2 of them. But what a story today as opposed to what happened down in Houston. No pressure on the quarterback, no takeaways, and they've given up 14 points. But that field at the end of the first half makes it an 8-point lead.
So start of the second half here in Foxborough. Patriots will kick it off with Gostkowski. Niall Davis is the deep man for Kansas City. What a lift he provided last week on the opening kickoff in Houston. 106-yard return to start the playoffs. The defending Super Bowl champions have a 14-6 lead over the Chiefs. Davis will take it out. Davis on a spin move to the 25-yard line. Met by Nate Ebner, special teams standout for New England. Let's check in with Evan Washburn. Evan?
Well, and Bill Belichick also wanted to talk about third down. He feels like his offense can be better in that area, but really defensively, Kansas City 7 for 11 on third down. They have to get better. Likes that they got them out of the end zone. Also, drop passes is something he pointed out. 4 total for New England, 3 for Edelman in his first game back.
All right, Evan, thanks very much. Kansas City with a chance to cut into this New England lead. They got a field goal at the tail end of that second quarter. And they open up the second half with the football from the 25. Fake the handoff. Smith has nowhere to run. Dante Hightower was prepared. No gain on the play. First half numbers at the quarterback spot. Smith 10 of 21, just 65 yards. Brady 17 of 25, 157 yards and a touchdown.
And if you take away the drops that Brady has had from his receivers, his numbers would be even more phenomenal.
Second and 10 for KC. Wilson, the motion man. Patriots press the line. Here comes the rush. Smith throws it away. Dante Hightower squeezing through.
And Smith a little bit slow getting up after that hit by Hightower. Hightower with 2 good plays to start this second half. And Alex Smith barely gets this one beyond the line of scrimmage, so there's no grounding.
Doug Peterson, offensive coordinator for the Chiefs. He's been with Andy Reid a long time, going back to his playing days. 3rd and 10. 4 straight incompletions for Smith. Operating out of the gun. Smith throws it to the sideline. Hauled in. It's Macklin for Kansas City. First down.
Now, good pass protection that time for Alex Smith. The Patriots are going to bring 4 and then spy on him. You see Collins waiting for the run by the quarterback, and now the route by Macklin. Remember, it's his right ankle, so he can cut hard off his left ankle. And good adjustment to the ball as he rolls out of bounds.
It's 2 catches, 23 yards for Macklin. Smith took another shot from Hightower on the release. Back to the ground game. Niall Davis trying to curl, and a flag is thrown. He picks up 4 yards, but the penalty marker is back at the 38.
Yeah, this one's coming back.
Holding. Offense. Number 75. 10-yard penalty. Replay. First down.
And it's Reid. Won a Super Bowl with the Baltimore Ravens, signed to a 3-year, $10 million deal by Kansas City. Backing up at tackle or guard. Today it's at guard, replacing Larry Duvernay-Tardif, out with a concussion.
And that time he just tackled Salinga.
So 1st and 20 now for Kansas City. Early stages of the 3rd quarter. Patriots have a 14-6 lead. 3 penalties on each team accepted. Shotgun. Get rid of it quickly to Conley. Chris Conley. Catch and run.
And Jamie Collins a little bit slow getting up after the tackle, but look at the acceleration after the catch by Conley. Straight up the field behind his blockers. He's got Kelsey out in front. Good for 10 yards. They get back that penalty yardage in one play.
So the smoke screen sets them up at 2nd and 10 now.
I think they're going to have more success throwing that to a guy like Conley than to perhaps one of their tight ends.
Charkandrick West is in. Spencer Ware has not been a part of the action here. Smith. High throw off the hands of Avant, and a penalty marker down on the play.
Yeah, they're going to get Justin Coleman for holding.
Prior to the pass, holding. Defense, number 22. It's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
No, that's better than pass interference by about 15 yards, but it does give the Chiefs a first down. See the grab of the jersey right there by Coleman. And that slowed Avant down just enough to where he couldn't get to that pass. Good pass by Alex Smith, led him perfectly to the sideline.
You mentioned Kansas City's defense, no sacks. New England's defense, no sacks. Patriots have 49 this season, number 2 in the league behind Denver. Niall Davis knifes in for 5.
And the Chiefs weren't far behind. They had 47 sacks in the regular season, which is good for 4th in the league. So give these beat-up offensive lines on both sides a lot of credit, and also the quarterbacks for getting the ball out and avoiding the sacks.
And you go inside the numbers with New England. 35 of those sacks came without the blitz, which led the NFL. 2nd and 5. Smith again. Hands it to Davis. Curls to the outside. Davis has got a first down. In New England territory, Butler whiffed initially. Davis turns it into an 11-yard pickup for Kansas City.
Now remember, Spencer Ware had a bad ankle, didn't practice all much this week, but so Andy Reid decided to go with the speed of Niall Davis and the elusiveness of Charkandrick West, and it's paying off, at least on this drive.
When Jamal Charles went down with the injury, the torn ACL, the assumption was that Niall Davis would get the job, but things changed. Kansas City felt it was better to go with the combo of West and Ware. But Davis now a factor. This time it's West. Not a whole lot there. 2-yard gain. Chandler Jones getting West down low. West just went off appeared to be injured on the play. With Jamal Charles, you're losing one of the most dynamic runners in the NFL, yet their numbers went up on the ground. A lot of credit to Eric Bieniemy, the running backs coach of the Kansas City Chiefs. And Charcandrick West being checked on along the KC sideline. Niall Davis is in on a 2nd and 8 now for KC. Smith, plenty of time. Goes underneath to Niall Davis. First down. Davis lost the ball. It popped free at the end of the play. The Patriots have got it. Kansas City moving down the field. Davis.
Ball is out before his backside hits the ground. Patriot ball.
A catch, a fumble, recovered by New England.
Chandler Jones over there making the play. Ninkovich in the area. Patriots take over.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. It is a fumble, unrecovered by New England. First down.
The fumble by Davis, the recovery by Dante Hightower. Chandler Jones stuck his hand in there. Davis was holding the ball with 2 hands. He did everything right, except lost it right at the end of the play.
Yeah, as he's spinning, being hit by Hightower, the long arm of Chandler Jones pulls it out 5 times this season. He's forced to fumble, and that was Davis's first fumble of the year.
Kansas City was certainly going to get points out of that possession. Now they have nothing to show for it, and New England takes over. Brian Stork is in at center for the Pats. Brady throws to Gronkowski. Bringing Tyvon Branch with him, 18 yards from Brady to Gronk.
I think he surprises defenders with his speed, because he's such a long strider. He covers a lot of ground, but it doesn't look like he's going that fast. But how about the pass right to the face mask? Perfect.
Out near midfield, Julian Edelman. First down run for Edelman.
Now you get your playmakers involved immediately after the turnover. The pass to Gronkowski, now the end around to Edelman, and then the Edelman style of kamikaze football, head first, right over the back of Gronkowski.
So just like that, New England is at the Kansas City 40-yard line. They lead 14-6. Brady in rhythm, throwing. Edelman working the sideline. It is a clean catch.
A phenomenal clean catch. You hear about the back shoulder throw? This is the back knee throw. Look where the ball placement is. Good coverage by Smith, but right to the back right knee of Edelman for the first down.
And the Patriots go quickly, so Kansas City can't look at it.
I think Andy Reid got the red flag out.
There is no play, as New England is required by rule to allow the officials to be inefficient to officiate the play. Therefore, it will be first down.
Reid has a chance now to get the flag out if he didn't think that was a catch.
Another look. Is he in bounds is the question.
Well, that right elbow looked like it hit the chalk. And his knee is down. Actually, it did not hit the chalk. Both knee and elbow down. Good catch. Phenomenal catch. Can't beat that coverage unless you throw it right there. 8 straight completions for Brady.
Line of scrimmage is now the 26. Brady. The catch and run. And the Patriots picking up chunks of yards on this Kansas City defense.
Exactly how they started the game. Just forcing the Chiefs to react. Playing on their heels. No pressure at all on Brady. And his receivers getting open.
Bob Sutton, defensive coordinator of the Chiefs. Spent 13 years with the Jets, so he knows this New England offense. Now his 3rd season running the defense for KC. Doesn't mean you can stop it. First down to the 16. Brady perfect on the drive. Brady delivers. Touchdown! Gronkowski!
a pump fake right there, and then the soft toss for the touchdown. Before Branch can come over, Gronkowski with a great stop-and-go move, and Brady with the pump, and then the perfect strike.
Speculation throughout the week. Gronkowski, is he 100%? Does it matter? Knee trouble, back trouble, big trouble for Kansas City. 5 plays, 69 yards off the turnover. The Patriots make the Chiefs pay with the mistake, and they turn it into points. The fumble by Davis. Patriots jump on it, and then before you know it, Gronkowski's in the end zone for New England. Patriots lead at 21-6 in the third. You got to get the R up there, or it's Gronk.
There you go.
There's Gronk. The R guy's got to be a little more aware on that. Rob Gronkowski, second touchdown. That is now 8 in his career in the playoffs, the most by a tight end all time.
6th year, too. Amazing.
Scary. Gronkowski, the kickoff. Now Davis, the return man. Lost the ball. Might still be thinking about what happened on the last Kansas City offensive play on the fumble.
Well, let's check out Eric Berry, who's one-on-one with Gronkowski on the outside. Unfortunately, Berry is looking inside, and watch as Brady pumps the stop route. Berry jumps all over it, and Branch had to come from the middle of the field to try to make a play. Just too far to go.
Tom Brady pumped up.
He's congratulating the defense for getting him that turnover with that good field position.
Smith gets out of trouble. Low throw. West could not handle it. Alex Smith right now is less than 4 yards per attempt. 26 attempts. He's got 96 yards passing. And now Kansas City is in a hole, 21-6.
And Smith on the year, 65% completion rate. Today, just 50%. I like to give a lot of credit to this Patriot defense. Matt Patricia coordinating it for New England.
Shotgun at the 20. Give us to West. Picks up 3 yards on the play. Chandler Jones, first man there. Tomorrow on 60 Minutes, Sean Penn, in his only interview, talks about his secret meeting with the drug lord El Chapo. Plus, Chinese spies are costing America billions of dollars and millions of jobs. How are they doing it? 60 Minutes tomorrow, only CBS. 3rd and 7 now for Kansas City. We're down to 7:48 to play in the third quarter. West is off to the side of Smith in a 4-receiver set. Smith had time. Smith trying to avoid it. Smith emerges, looking downfield. Smith throws it up in the air. Jason Avant. Oh, what a grab by Avant. First down, Kansas City. Alex Smith, a magician, avoiding the sack.
He avoided 4 sacks on that play. And amazingly, no Chief offensive lineman was downfield. Look at this job. Right up the middle, he gets pressured by Mayo. Gets away from Chandler Jones, keeps his head down the field, and it gets paid off by that spectacular catch by Jason Avant.
So the veteran Avant, who played for Andy Reid in Philadelphia, comes up big here for KC. The drive remains alive. Cutting to the outside. Davis goes airborne and picks up 2 yards. Jeremy Maclin went to the sideline after the Avant grab. He limped off.
And the Chiefs have got to score a touchdown on this drive. Their defense is incapable of stopping Tom Brady. Go back to Maclin, see what happened. Remember, it's his right ankle. Showing a lot of guts, just even playing.
2nd and 8 now for Kansas City. Smith on time to Kelsey. First down, Chiefs. Working against Patrick Chung. Kansas City's number 87, also an outstanding target.
Yeah, good speed by Kelsey, too. Nice fake to get off the line of scrimmage clean. Chung comes over the top a little bit late. 13 yards on the gain, and the Chiefs, after that tremendous play by Smith and Avant, have got a good feeling about this drive.
Back injury for Jamie Collins. Such a big part of what New England does defensively. His return is questionable. Smith will check it down to Knile Davis. Davis out of bounds, 5:57 to go in the third. It's a 4-yard pickup on the outside.
What a chess match, huh? Between these great coaches. Andy Reid, head coach, calling the plays. And Patricia and Bill Belichick trying to stop him.
Andy Reid is 11th playoff appearance. 17 years as a head man. Stutter step move by West. And gets pushed backwards. Forward progress will get him a gain of 4. Darius Fleming among those there for New England. Let's check in right now with Evan Washburn on the sidelines.
Well, guys, you saw Jerry Maclin come to the sideline. Athletic trainers have not addressed him yet. He's in some clear discomfort working on that right ankle. When we spoke with Andy Reid last night, he said he knew it was going to be something he was going to have to deal with, but he was told he would do no further damage by the way he played tonight and what he went through. So we'll just have to keep an eye on it.
Well, Andy Reid said, look, if we have him for 10 plays, great. If we have him for 20 plays, even better. If we don't have him at all, we're prepared for it. Maclin provides a presence on this offense. 2 catches, 23 yards. 3rd and 2. Smith. He's got an angle with his legs, and he's got a first down. Needed 2 yards, turns it into a 7-yard pickup, and they'll move the chains for Kansas City.
It takes real discipline by the Patriots defensive backs and linebackers to stay with their men when Smith breaks the pocket. That time they did that, but the speed of Smith was easily enough to pick up the first down.
10 of 14 on 3rd down conversions. Kansas City has had opportunities. 32 plays in New England territory here tonight. We come up on 4 minutes to go on the 3rd. On the ground, West. New England ready for him. Logan Ryan going down low.
Well, Matt Patricia's going to bring the pressure right off the corner by Logan Ryan. And he gets about 3 yards, 4 yards deep in the backfield just as the handoff is being made by West. Tremendous play by Ryan and good anticipation by Patricia to call that type of blitz in that situation.
It's a loss of 1, 2nd and 11. West has 61 yards rushing to lead Kansas City. Maclin is back in there. Smith to throw. Over the middle, handled by Wilson. Robert Wilson brought down at the 15. So it's an 8-yard gain through the air. Not quite enough for the first down for the Chiefs.
No, that's Wilson's first catch of the day. It's a crossing route, but after the catch, watch how Darius Fleming falls down there. He gets a good block from West and brings up a very enviable 3rd down situation where you have the running quarterback that can run the read option as well as anybody in Alex Smith.
I don't know if Macklin's in decoy territory now. He's back to the sideline and was limping a bit on his way there. 3rd and 3 for Kansas City. We're down to 2:50 to go in the 3rd. Smith gets rid of it. Incomplete. Conley in a matchup with Justin Coleman.
Well, Coleman called for that holding penalty earlier in this half. Watch this dive by Coleman with the right hand. He almost came up with this pass. Now you've got to go for it on 4th down. Reid realizes that if he gives the ball back to the Patriots and they score again, this baby's over. Maclin back in the game, perhaps as a decoy, but you never know with a guy as tough as he is.
Cairo Santos, the kicker, went onto the field and came back. It's a 4th and 3 for Kansas City. Smith trying to convert. He throws, and they've got enough. Jason Avant secures it for the first down. Flag is down at the 21. Smith pointing in New England's direction.
Yeah, they'll decline this. They'll take this penalty then, knowing that they have a first down with the catch.
Illegal hands. Hands to the face. Defense. Number 72. It's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Tremendous throw by Alex Smith. He put it right to the belly of Jason Avant so he could cover the ball up while the contact was coming.
So the ball spotted at the 10. First and goal for Kansas City. Chiefs trail 21-6. West lines up off to the side of Smith. Rush is coming. Smith gets rid of it to the end zone. Sliding grab. Albert Wilson. Touchdown, Kansas City. Alex Smith. Fantastic throw to Wilson. And the Chiefs on the comeback trail.
Well, Alex Smith proving that he can compete as well. A couple of great throws on this drive. Wilson gets beyond Logan Ryan, but look at the placement again. No way that Ryan can make a play on that ball. Perfectly thrown to the sliding Wilson.
Kansas City goes 12 plays, 80 yards. They go for it on a 4th and 3. They got it with the pass play to Avant, but accepted the penalty. Got the automatic 5 yards. Kept the drive alive, and then Smith tosses it to Wilson for the touchdown. Cairo Santos, the extra point. And he curls it through. The Chiefs are back in it. 2:12 remaining in the third. New England now in front. 21-13. It's Smith to Wilson. And the spike for KC. The night before Super Bowl 50, the NFL salutes the best players and plays of the season in a primetime star-studded football and entertainment special. NFL Honors, Saturday, February 6th, only CBS. Kansas City rolls the dice, it pays off. Field goal would have brought them to 21-9. Instead, it's 21-13 with a touchdown to Albert Wilson. Kickoff. TJ Martin's taking it out for New England. Avoids one tackle and drilled as he crossed the 20-yard line. 2:07 remaining in the third. Patriots have got the lead in the AFC Divisional. Tom Brady, 10 straight completions. His playoff high is 16 straight. He's done that twice. 21 of 29, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns for Brady. Patriots have the lead, 21-13. We have 2:07 remaining in the third. Line of scrimmage is the 21 to open up this drive. Brady soft tosses to Edelman. Didn't go down on initial contact. Derek Johnson will get credit for the tackle. It's a 9-yard pickup.
Andy Reid made the right decision going for 1 to keep this a one-possession game. If you go for 2 in that situation, you risk not making it and then having to score twice to get the lead.
8-point differential late in the third quarter. Brady tosses to the outside. James White, explosive speed. White takes a shot, but it's in Kansas City territory. No Dion Lewis, no LeGarrette Blount, and no problem for New England. They still find players that can contribute.
Yeah, just a circle right out of the backfield, and he gets beyond Hussein Abdullah quickly. Tremendous speed by James White.
Dion Lewis torn ACL November the 8th. LeGarrette Blount left hip injury, placed on injured reserve. Bolden got more opportunities. White has been more of a factor in the passing game, and Steven Jackson signed late in the season. This is White. On a zigzag, White out of bounds, picks up 5 yards for the Patriots. We're under a minute to go on the third.
Yeah, Marcus Peters should have had him for a 2-yard loss, but the stiff arm by James White right to the body. Get that shot right there to the shoulder. Enough. Good yardage. 2nd and 5, play action. Brady. Open man is Edelman.
First down, New England. Brady, surgical. 14 yards on the hookup.
Over here, all the way out.
We're down to 18 seconds to play in the third.
65.
Got a new set of downs for the Patriots. Rick LaFell doesn't know the play right now.
I think he's a little unsure.
Now he's got it. 4 seconds. They're not going to get the playoff. The quarter comes to an end.
And the happiest guy is Brandon LaFell.
This is the end of the third quarter.
The New England Patriots trying to get to the AFC Championship game for the 5th consecutive year. Kansas City is hanging around. We go to the 4th, 21-13. Pats in front. Back to Foxborough after this. A look at our nationwide Skycam here at Gillette Stadium, home of the Patriots since 2002. Foxborough, Massachusetts. The winning continues for this organization. The level of excellence that they have maintained with Belichick and Brady, Robert Kraft as the owner, and an opportunity to go to the AFC Championship game yet again. They lead Kansas City 21-13. Low throw could have been intercepted by Peters. He had 8 of them during the regular season, had 1 last week in the victory over Houston. That was 13 straight completions. That streak is now over for Brady.
Well, right side of the screen, you can see that Peters comes in. He bumps LaFell just a little bit as he got to the ball. Should have picked that one off. That would have been a huge play for Kansas City.
Second and 10 for New England. We're just underway here in the 4th quarter. Defending Super Bowl champions, the Patriots lead it. Brady. Incomplete. Looked like he had Martin matched up with the safety Ron Parker. They were trying to pick on Parker early in this game.
Well, Brady's coming all the way to Martin. And perhaps didn't give Martin enough of a chance because he had a step on Parker and nobody behind him.
Well, this is a huge play for the Kansas City defense. New England's got a 3rd and 10 at the 22 of Kansas City. White in the backfield. Brady gets rid of it and bounces it in the direction of Martin. Incomplete. Parker again drawing the assignment defensively, and now New England staring at a 40-yard field goal attempt.
Yeah, real good pressure by Jay Howard. Howard, who got a sack last week. Watch him come around the corner here, right into the face of Brady. Brady can't really step into this throw because he's got a 300-pounder coming right at him. That was the first 3rd down situation in the second half that Brady has faced.
Gostkowski going to the Pro Bowl for the 4th time in his career. To extend the lead. Straight down the middle. 40-yard field goal for Gostkowski. New England 24, Kansas City 13. Chiefs will have the football when we return. Today's Next Gen Stats are presented by Mercedes-Benz. The best or nothing. New England 24, Kansas City 13. 14:46 to play in the 4th. Chris Conley is now the deep man for KC. Gostkowski will kick it off after the 40-yard field goal.
Andy Reid didn't like the way that Miles Davis handled the last kickoff from Gostkowski, and he certainly didn't like the fumble.
So it is the rookie from Georgia getting an opportunity here for KC. He ran a 4.35 40 at the combine, and he's going to do no running here because it's over his head. On Super Bowl Sunday, Pepsi presents the biggest concert of the year, the Pepsi Super Bowl 50 halftime show. And for the first time ever, Pepsi is giving fans exclusive behind-the-scenes access as the show comes together. Go to Pepsi.com for more details. Macklin on the sideline, the helmet is off. That high right ankle sprain he suffered last week against Houston. Did not practice this week. has played for KC, but not the same guy that caught 87 passes for just under 1,100 yards this season. The run to West, they bury him. He picks up a yard as we check in with Evan Washburn.
And now New England's linebacker corps is dealing with injury. You mentioned Jamie Collins. He was on the sideline and still currently is with a back injury. Gerard Mayo now in the locker room being evaluated with a shoulder injury.
So it's Jonathan Freeney who's now in for New England. Freeney dislocated his right thumb and wrist. So Freeney not 100%, but who is when we get to this stage of the season?
Nobody.
2nd and 10. Smith swings it out to Conley. Trying to get him out in space, and there's no space to work with.
Well,
Justin Coleman was there.
Look at the reaction from that defense. There are 4 guys waiting for Conley after he made the catch. One of them, a defensive end in Rob Ninkovich, who's played the coverage. Look at Ninkovich come from the inside. He actually dropped in his pass coverage there. He's joined by Alan Branch and a bunch of other blue shirts.
Well, Andy Reid said that the New England defense is actually underrated. The unit that Matt Patricia runs for the Pats.
He really admires how well the Patriots tackle.
3rd and 10. Play clock down to 1. Smith steps up. He got away earlier. He's not going to get away this time. Chandler Jones there defensively, and it's 4th down for Kansas City. Rob Ninkovich providing the heat initially.
Well, and the heat was going to force Smith to trip, basically. He sees a slight opening in the middle of the pocket there, but it's Stevenson, and actually it's Eric Fisher who stepped on his foot. But the pressure provided by Ninkovich collapses the pocket.
Chandler Jones will get credit for the sack. It's the first of the day on either side. Colquitt to punt it. Amendola waiting at the 29. Play clock.
Delay a game.
Hit 0-0.
Yep.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
You know, that last drive and field goal by Gostkowski really has taken the air out of the Kansas City Chiefs. They get nothing out of that possession and now are forced 5 yards further in their own end of the field for this Colquitt punt.
Feels as if the walls are closing in on KC. After that touchdown, put some pressure on New England. The Patriots responded with a field goal. KC goes 3 and out. And New England will get the football. Kansas City has to back it up after the delay of game.
Finally, officials delaying the game by not marking the ball 5 yards back.
So now Colquitt is in the end zone. Amendola is at the 30 for New England. Colquitt 44.4 average during the regular season. High punt. Amendola moves forward at the 46. Amendola in Kansas City territory. Amendola down the sideline and out of bounds. "42-yard punt, 22-yard return."
Well, the key to this is how quickly Amendola decides to get up the field. He is heading north and south right away. Good block by Jordan Richards there. And tremendous field position to start this drive for Brady and company.
He averaged 12 yards per return during the regular season. And he has set up New England at the 32-yard line of Kansas City. Patriots in front 24-13. We've got 12:26 to play in the 4th. Brady steps into it and throws to Martin. Keyshawn Martin is spun down inside the Kansas City 20 by Sean Smith. 15 yards. Brady is locked in.
Well, Keyshawn Martin, another type of those slot type of receivers like they have with Edelman and Amendola. Got to have quickness, but Brady really on target.
In the second half, Tom Brady raising it to another level. Patriots 36 pass plays, 9 running plays. This is number 10. Jackson falls forward for 2. Brought down by Eric Berry on the play.
You know, if nothing else, the running game will help take time off the clock. But the way that Brady's been on target, that hasn't been an issue with incomplete passes, has it?
You mentioned the numbers, 87.8 yards per rushing per game this season for Josh McDaniels' offense. If the Patriots were to win the Super Bowl, that would be the lowest rushing average for a team that's ever won the Super Bowl.
And who would bet against it?
2nd and 8. Shotgun for Brady. Throws it to the outside. Gronkowski got hit down low by Peters.
Whenever you see a hit like that on Gronkowski, you think about a knee injury. Luckily, he got up. It was a clean hit by Peters, but still, as a big man getting hit right on the knees. The key there, both feet were off the ground when he got hit.
3rd and 6. Concerns about his knee, concerns about Gronkowski's back. But he's here. He's got 7 catches for 83 yards and 2 touchdowns. Another big play for the Kansas City defense. 3rd and 6. Brady looking end zone. Off the hands of Marcus Peters. Incomplete. Excellent coverage on Edelman.
Well, a lot of cushion there given up by Peters. He doesn't go for that little inside fake. A lot of contact there. That's what the fans are griping about. That movement right there, that should have been called illegal contact. Not sure what the officials are looking at. That's out in the clear open. Brady can't believe it either.
So once again, it's Gostkowski, 32-yard attempt. He nails it. It's a 27-13 lead for New England. 10:20 to play in Foxborough. The 2016 NFL Pro Bowl gets you closer to the players and the action. Hall of Famers Michael Irvin and Jerry Rice select the teams of the Pro Bowl draft on Wednesday, January 27th. Then watch the Pro Bowl live from Aloha Stadium on Sunday, January 31st on ESPN. Go to NFL.com/Pro Bowl to learn more. Gostkowski kicks it off. It is over the head of Niall Davis. Kansas City will have it at the 20-yard line. They trail by 14 in New England. Kansas City Chiefs had so much optimism in training camp, stability on the roster and on the coaching staff. It took a while. They were 1-5. They turned their season around. An 11-game winning streak coming into the divisional matchup against New England. Chiefs trail 27-13. Smith on 1st and 10. Look at the time. A little flip to the outside. Jarkandrick West is short of a first down. 9-yard pickup. Brought down by Logan Ryan.
Play action pass gives Alex Smith about 5 seconds to flick this ball out to West, who gets within a half a yard of a first down.
2nd and 1 now for KC.
Smart to go to the line of scrimmage, pick up the pace.
Smith throws it underneath. It's caught, but short of the first down by Kelsey. Logan Ryan started rushing on Alex Smith, and he had to get rid of the football.
And Kelsey unable to pick up the first down because of this tackle by Patrick Chung.
So now a 3rd and 1 for KC. We approach 9 minutes to play in the 4th. 2-touchdown lead for the Pats. Smith throws. It's caught by Wilson.
And really another good throw by Alex Smith. On these slant routes, you don't want to stretch out your receiver. Good job of getting underneath the coverage there of Butler, and the ball thrown right to the body, midsection of Wilson for the first down.
And Evan Washburn telling us that Jeremy Maclin not on the field. This is now a coach's decision. Andy Reid not letting him get back out there. Smith, tuck and run? No, it's a throw. And it's Albert Wilson.
He got real close to being over the line of scrimmage, didn't he?
Very close. Turns into a 12-yard gain.
Yeah, he's a great athlete, is Alex Smith, and he shows it often during a ball game. That time, that type of throw, running full speed at the line of scrimmage and seeing your receiver, outstanding.
You go back to his Utah days. He's familiar with a lot of the plays that Andy Reid has put in. Charkandrick West runs into a brick wall, and it's Malcolm Brown, the rookie from Texas, for no gain.
320 pounds or so. That was before Christmas, probably. But Malcolm Brown, #1 pick out of Texas, with a big play there, but Kansas City wasting time with that running play.
Do you want to update the weight in the new year, Dan, or just go with the number on the page?
I'll go with the page. I don't want to make him mad.
2nd and 10. Under 8 minutes to go. Smith fires. Wilson can't hold on to it. Malcolm Butler in coverage.
Wilson did a good job with just about everything but the most important thing. Ran a good route to get away from Butler, but that's a flat drop. But does Butler get a finger on it? No, it's Hightower. What a play by Dante Hightower. And he tipped it actually to Wilson.
Well, now you're looking at 4-down territory, so they need 10 yards in 2 downs. 6 defensive backs. Smith with a deep drop. Sets, throws. Knocked away from Conley. It's ruled incomplete. Never had it cleanly, and it's 4th down.
Great shot by Devin McCourty as he comes in and puts his helmet right on the ball. He had no way of hanging onto that ball with the force of the hit by McCourty with his helmet. Good catch initially, but clearly an incomplete pass.
Yeah, Conley was a little slow getting up. Training staff has made its way over to Conley.
And now the loss of Macklin just gets magnified that much more.
What Bill Belichick wants to challenge here, was it a catch and a fumble by Conley? McCourty put the helmet on the football. He took the red flag. Officials will take a look. Conley hit on the play, ruled incomplete.
After review, the ruling on the field has been confirmed. It is an incomplete pass. Kansas City will have the ball, 4th and 10. New England, the second challenge, and will have no more challenges throughout the ball game.
The call was confirmed. For New England, Bill Belichick, it was worth the challenge. You basically got a timeout out of it. Your defense got to rest.
Yep.
You prepare for a 4th down. If for some reason the officials looked at it and said, well, wait a second, then the bonus is you get the football, but you can get the football anyway with a stop here.
And this is the game. Chiefs 6 of 9, second best in the NFL, converting 4th downs. This is a tough one, though, 4th and 10.
Working from the gun. 7:38 to play. 14-point lead for New England. 4th down. Smith, rush coming. Smith steps up. Smith avoids it. Looking downfield. Tosses in desperation. Intercepted. Harmon was there. The only question is whether or not it was clean and inbounds. It was.
Well, it turns out costing the Patriots yardage. That's 4th down. They would have had the ball at midfield. But don't tell Harmon that. He made a tremendous catch. Tremendous interception on the sideline.
Pressure from Ninkovich, from Sheard, who they picked up from Cleveland, and what an addition he's been to this New England D.
Now finally the pressure gets to Alex Smith, forces him out of the pocket, and a desperation heave, trying to get it to Wilson. And Harmon gets both feet in as he dives out of bounds.
So the Patriots lose yardage, but Harmon gets a career INT in the playoffs. All turnovers are reviewed.
Well, this one should be reviewed because he did not have control as he hits the ground. So this could work in the Patriots' favor if they reverse this call, as it was 4th down.
Well, this is win or win for New England.
Don't they always?
Both options are good.
After review, the ruling on the field has changed. Because the New England defensive back bobbled the ball, he was unable to get both feet down in bounds. Therefore, it is an incomplete pass. The ball will be returned to the Kansas City 48-yard line. It will be turned over on downs. It will be first down and 10, New England.
Even when they lose, they win.
Yeah, it's been that kind of day. Totally unstoppable on offense. And the two guys that were the biggest question marks for the Patriots, Edelman and Gronkowski. Edelman 8 catches, 82 yards. Gronk was 7 for 83 and 2 scores.
So it's a 28-yard difference if the interception would have stood. Instead, the review goes the other way, and New England actually gets better field position and a 6-yard pickup on a quick hitter to Julian Edelman.
And at some point, the Chiefs have to start thinking about using their timeouts. Down by 2 scores here. They cannot allow the Patriots to run this clock all the way down. Have to stop them on this possession.
47 sacks this season for Kansas City. They have not touched Tom Brady here today.
Brady draining the play clock. You can see it under 10 seconds.
Brady, pump. Backs up. And Brady throws it with the left hand to avoid the sack.
That's going to be intentional grounding. The ball did not get beyond the line of scrimmage.
D. Ford there defensively. So Brady switches hands here at the last moment and flings it.
There was no intentional grounding as the quarterback got the ball back to the line of scrimmage. Third down.
Yeah, that might be worth a challenge.
0 sacks, 4 hurries, 2 knockdowns. Tom Brady this season pressured 186 times, the most in his career. He was sacked 38 times on an offensive line from week to week that had so many changes. Brady popped up in the air, incomplete. Gronkowski matched up with Branch.
Well, Branch doing a good job there. Almost gave the Chiefs the life that they could really use at this point, because Eric Berry got close to tracking that one down after the deflection.
13 different offensive line combinations this season for the New England Patriots, by far the most in the NFL. 12 different offensive linemen have played for the Pats this season. Ryan Allen will punt it. 6:35 left. Return man is Hammond, and it bounces into the end zone. Kansas City will have it at the 20 with 6:29 to play. Down by 14. Let's take a look at next gen stats presented by Mercedes-Benz, the touchdown to Gronkowski.
Well, it's a little stop and go route at the top of the screen. 5 yards down the field. Eric Berry bites on that, and then Gronkowski slips into the end zone before the safety Branch can come over and knock it away. Good job by the Chiefs defense on the last possession for New England. Only 49 seconds went off the clock. So still with 3 timeouts, they need 2 scores.
Clear separation from Gronkowski. 5 yards from one defender, 10 yards from another, and then easy for him to take it into the end zone. 6:29 to play. 27-13 Patriots. Smith was looking downfield. Out of the pocket. Smith will run out of bounds. Picks up 2 on the play.
He's trying to get the ball to the rookie Chris Conley, and Conley stops on his route and doesn't really help him on the bottom of the screen here. You can see if he cuts back to the inside, it's too late there. If he does that a little bit quicker, and he'll get that with experience working with Alex Smith, but not right there.
But damn, the clock rolling here. Kansas City was not in a rush to get to the line. It's 2nd and 8 now, under 6 minutes to play. Smith sets and fires, knocked away. It's Butler. Albert Wilson, the intended target.
Well, Butler going to his first Pro Bowl this year because of plays like that. How clean was that? The right hand in front of the receiver to knock the ball away, and the left hand not on the receiver's back.
Part of the game plan with Butler this season, he's covered the #1 opposing receiver 41% of the time, which is a low number for a #1 corner. They'll often use a double team on the #1 target on the other side. Macklin normally would be the #1 target, but that high ankle sprain just too much to deal with. Smith makes the connection with Chris Conley and hit by Coleman along the sideline.
Well, this is another great throw by Alex Smith. He had time to throw. He kind of slid to his left to get a little bit more momentum on this ball. And Conley heads up on the sidelines for 17.
Kansas City came in here red hot. Winners of 11 in a row. They trail by 14. Smith downfield over the head of Wilson. Stops the clock with 5:16 remaining. Malcolm Butler there stride for stride with Albert Wilson. A couple of second-year players, one out of Georgia State, the other out of West Alabama. There are so many different ways to get to the NFL, and sometimes the path is not always the big Division I powerhouse. Smith is 24 of 43, 203 yards, and a touchdown. He's also rushed for 23 yards. Kelsey has been held to 23 yards receiving. 2nd and 10. Smith underneath. Conley. And a modest gain, just 2 yards.
And the clock will start rolling once the officials signify that it should, and there it goes.
So now at the 40-yard line, Kansas City faces a 3rd and 8. And we are under the 5-minute mark. Of course, 4-down territory here for KC, just like the last possession. Smith. Incomplete. And it's 4th down. Pressure from Ninkovich and Dakota Watson.
Well, Dakota Watson is going to come on a delayed blitz. I believe this is him right here. Yeah, he comes in, he takes his time, and he forces Alex Smith out of the pocket, and the throwaway is really a well-designed blitz by Matt Patricia and executed by the 6-year player Dakota Watson.
4th and 8. Play clock is down to 4. Smith from the gun. Steps up, throws, lunging grab by Avant. 1st down, Kansas City, and the clock is rolling.
And get to the line of scrimmage to get a playoff quickly. What another spectacular catch by Jason Avant. Watch him lay out here on this fastball. Another 4th down conversion. Holding the ball, controlling it all the way to the ground.
Now in New England territory at the 48. Smith steps up in the pocket and runs. Alex Smith veers to the outside, and he's hit from behind by Hightower.
Boy, that was a late shot, too, on the sideline. Smith was out of bounds, but Hightower dragged him down. He grabs him inbounds, but he is out of bounds by the time he is dragged all the way to the ground. No flag.
9-yard run for Smith. 2nd and 1 for Kansas City. 4:07 to play. 27-13 New England. Smith. A dart over the middle. Hooks up with West for a 1st down. So Kansas City has all 3 timeouts remaining. They must get a touchdown on this possession.
And they must get it in a hurry because their defense has struggled all day stopping Brady and the New England offense.
We're down to 3:42 left. Kansas City has used a lot of time in between the plays. They handle the rush. Smith out of the pocket, and Smith will run out of bounds. 3.5 to go in the 4th.
But again, his receivers, once he breaks the pocket, they're not helping him out by uncovering. They're just standing around. And again, it was on that side of the field where Conley was the single receiver, and that's where Smith ran to, hoping that he would uncover. But again, he's just a rookie, and he'll learn.
Yeah.
But this is a costly lesson for all the Chiefs today.
47 attempts for Alex Smith, career high. A lot of young receivers. Wilson's in his second year. Conley's a rookie. Macklin out with that high ankle sprain. And a timeout called by New England with 3.5 to go. Coming up, Subway postgame show. JB, Tony, Bart, Boomer, Coach Cowher. They'll have highlights and analysis of this one and a look at the rest of the divisional round. It's all coming up on the Subway postgame show.
Talk about all those pass attempts for Alex Smith. He's also run the ball 8 times for 38 yards today. And a couple of big runs on this drive.
Chandler Jones has not been in there for New England because of a right knee issue. So Jones remains on the sidelines for the Patriots. We have 3.5 left in the fourth. New England 27, Kansas City trying to rally. The Chiefs have put up 13 points here on the road. The balance has been out of whack because Kansas City has been playing from behind. Normally very balanced. Smith steps up, and Smith will run for the first down. The slide. They'll mark him down just short of the 20.
Well, timing is everything, and on this slide by Smith, his timing's perfect. Dakota Watson from behind, sheared there as well. First down, Chiefs.
And the umpire, Roy Ellison, avoiding the collision. 3 minutes to play. First down for Kansas City. Smith unloads. Wide open, Albert Wilson trying to get to the goal line, and he's just short. Hit by Malcolm Butler. A breakdown for New England.
But he stayed in bounds. The clock continues to run.
Pretty spin move by Wilson, and Butler bit on it. First and goal at the 1. The running back is West. They give it to him. West clobbered behind the line of scrimmage by Jabal Sheard.
Well, Sheard is right here. Actually, he's playing like a defensive tackle and gets the penetration. And the clock tick, tick, tick.
We're down to 2:10 and counting.
They got to get this off before the 2-minute warning. And they're not going to. No shot. Wasted so much time on this drive.
2 minutes to play. Kansas City is down 14. They're knocking on the door. They also have 3 timeouts remaining. Back to Gillette Stadium after this. 2 minutes to play in Foxborough. New England 27, Kansas City 13. Winner goes to the AFC Championship game. It's a 2nd and goal for the Chiefs, and a flag down.
Eric Fisher, false start.
False start. Offense. Number 72.
But you got to figure you're going to throw the ball anyway.
Second down.
Now you get more room for your receivers. So this isn't that bad a penalty. You don't want to have it, but if you're going to have one, this is not a bad one.
The clock management is a different issue. They could have used a timeout before the 2-minute warning. That would have bought them some time there. They came close to the touchdown on the grab out near the goal line, but they were not in a rush to get to the line of scrimmage.
And Wilson didn't go out of bounds after the catch. Tried to get into the end zone, came up a yard short.
2nd and goal. Smith hooks a pass underneath. It's caught by Avant, but again short. And again, is Kansas City moving with any sense of purpose here? They're down to 1:47 to go.
Now this is where the quarterback should just forget about getting the play from the sidelines. He knows what the game plan is for this part of the field. Call your own plays in this play and go to the line of scrimmage and do it. Don't huddle up and do it.
We're down to 1:32. Kansas City down by 2 touchdowns. 3rd and goal. Smith Fires. End zone. Flags down.
We're going to get Logan Ryan for pass interference on Jason Avant. Avant has shown tremendous hands in this ball game. That time he was knocked down before he could make an attempt at that fastball from Smith.
1:22 to play.
Pass interference. Defense, number 26. The ball will be placed on the spot foul, which is the 1 yard line. Automatic first down.
There's the grab right there with the right hand. And both players hit the turf. Chiefs have got to get in on this play.
First and goal for Kansas City. From the gun, Smith lofts it high. Over the head of Conley, incomplete. We're down to 1:18 remaining. Logan Ryan in coverage for New England.
Logan Ryan with good coverage that time. That forced that ball to go over the top of both players.
Dan, that is 50 pass attempts for Alex Smith today. Probably not the way that Andy Reid visualized this one going.
Well, not the balance that they've had all year, that's for sure.
Second and goal.
Watch for the bubble screen here.
Smith on a pitch. West. He's got the angle for the touchdown.
Oh, great call by Andy Reid. The option play. No fake to any back. It's just straight option right down the line of scrimmage. The bunch formation at the top of the screen took the focus of the Patriots that way, and then just optioning off the defensive end, Rob Ninkovich. Perfect play. Perfect execution for the Chiefs. That's a tough play for Ninkovich, kind of caught in no man's land. And nobody on the support. Good block by Wilson on the outside.
Extra point from Santos. So the Chiefs go 80 yards. It takes 16 plays. It also took 5 minutes and 16 seconds off the clock. It took way too long. Kansas City has put itself in a position to try an onside kick and get the football back down by 7, but if the clock had been used differently, maybe they would have been able to just play defense. NFL playoffs continue tomorrow on CBS. The Steelers and the Broncos. All the action begins with your Super Bowl 50 team, a special playoff edition of the NFL Today at 4 Eastern on CBS. So Kansas City will try an onside kick. The last successful onside kick for the Chiefs, November 8th, 2009 at Jacksonville.
Now you look at the lineup here. You've got Gronkowski and Ninkovich over here, and Hightower and Logan Ryan. This is looks like the direction that Santos is going to kick this one. He should try to kick it to one of these linebackers and keep it away from Gronkowski. The linebackers are up there, Ninkovich and Hightower, to block for Gronkowski. Back here, they will run forward to try to keep the Chiefs away from the ball.
Santos on the approach. Knocks it up in the air. It's Gronk. And it's over.
Perfect execution by the Patriots on the onside kick.
Look, Kansas City has 3 timeouts, so they can stop the clock. But New England takes over at the 45 of Kansas City.
There's the blocking for Gronkowski, and he makes the catch. On his way to the ground, protecting the ball. You can't ask for better execution than that on an onside kick.
If you stop New England cold on 3 plays, Kansas City will get the football back with right around 50 seconds remaining. Kansas City has not shown that they could stop New England when needed here this evening. It's a 1st and 10 for the Pats. Give it to Jackson, and he's brought down.
Eric Berry with a good job of slicing in there, getting Jackson in the backfield.
Coming up, Subway postgame show. JB, Tony, Bart, Boomer, Coach Cowher, highlights, analysis, And a look at the rest of the divisional round. It's all coming up on the Subway postgame show. Loss of 2, 1:08 left. Kansas City has 2 timeouts. They've just used their first.
Yeah, they're going to go back and examine how they managed the clock or mismanaged the clock here in this fourth quarter. Down by 2 scores and a drive that ended up in a touchdown but cost them so much on the clock.
Patriots trying to end it. 1:08 left. Brady to throw it. Oh, a ricochet into the hands of Edelman. How do they do it over and over again? If that bounces in a different direction, Dan, Kansas City could be going the other way looking for the tie.
Yeah, Tamba Hali got his hands on it. It went right off his hip. Alex Smith cannot believe it. Patriot magic on that one. Edelman in the right place at the right time, and that first down will do it.
300 yards passing for Brady. Off the deflection, Julian Edelman, 10 catches, 98 yards, 9th career 300-yard passing game in the playoffs. Tamba Hali had an opportunity. And with 1:01 left, Kansas City has only 1 timeout to work with. It's over. The question now will be, is New England hosting Pittsburgh for the AFC Championship, or are the Patriots going to Denver for a right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl?
And a lot of questions for Pittsburgh. No Antonio Brown, no D'Angelo Williams, and a beat-up quarterback in Big Ben Roethlisberger.
Brady takes a knee. Kansas City uses its final timeout. 59 seconds left. And the 11-game winning streak will come to an end here in Foxborough for the Chiefs. Tonight on CBS begins with NCIS, New Orleans, and Criminal Minds, followed by a new edition of 48 Hours tonight, only CBS. Another knee for Brady. That was a risky play by the New England Patriots, but Bill Belichick does not shy away from risks. He was looking for the knockout punch, and somehow, not in the conventional way, they delivered it.
When you've got a quarterback like Brady, his knockout punch usually scores, usually gets home, even off a ricochet.
The Patriots trying to write another championship chapter. They knock off the Kansas City Chiefs 27-20. New England will play in the AFC Championship game for the 5th straight year. Belichick and Reid at midfield. Tom Brady and the Patriots get it done at home. New England 27, Kansas City 20. And the Patriots are moving on. Who's next? You'll find out tomorrow here on CBS when Pittsburgh visits Denver. Jim Nantz, Phil Simms, and Tracy Wolfson will have your call as we send it downstairs and check in with Evan Washburn along with Rob Gronkowski. Evan?
Well, Rob, such a big storyline coming into this game was you, Danny Amendola, and Julian Edelman being back on the field together for the first time. How did that change things for this offense?
It's just great to have those guys back. They're hard workers, they're great players, and just the chemistry was clicking tonight. It was a great team win. Our defense played very well, and just overall, we did what we had to do to get that W.
A lot of question about you. You were out of practice this week. Was your performance you fighting through it, or was that just a lot of talk?
Just some maintenance work during the week. Just want to make sure you're ready to go for these playoff games.
A 5th straight trip to the AFC Championship game. How's that sound?
Sounds pretty good. I'm just got to prepare hard this week, see who we're playing after tonight's game, and just do what we got to do next week to be ready for the game.
Rob, thanks. Congratulations.
Man, appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Evan, thank you. Final score here at Gillette, 27-20, the Patriots over the Chiefs. For Dan Fouts, Evan Washburn, Mike Carey, and the rest of our crew, Ian Eagle, so long from Foxborough. Tonight on CBS, NCIS New Orleans, Criminal Minds, and a new edition of 48 Hours. Coming up, Subway postgame show. We'll send you to New York after these messages. This is the NFL on CBS, home of Super Bowl 50. Have a great night, everybody.